I love mangoes. I love the sweetness of Philippine mango most especially. There is nothing like it among all other fruits that you find anywhere in the world. But I only want to eat it when it has ripened at the right time. When it has been forced to ripen, kung nahinog sa pilit, it can be very sour and it spoils the joy of eating mangoes. Mangoes are best to eat when they have been allowed to ripen in their own time. You know, timing is everything with so many things in the world. You need to have good timing if you're going to ask your mother to buy you new shoes. She must be in the mood. And you must make sure that she has extra money. If she is in a bad mood because she's worrying about where she will get the money to pay for the Meralco bill, well, your new shoes will have to wait. It's not the right time. Other more important things in life also need timing. If you want to ask your boss for a raise, you better make sure your company is not in any financial problem. And you have to make sure you came out with impeccable marks in your performance evaluation. It will help very much if your boss is up for promotion himself. Kapag wala lahat to, medyo wrong timing pa. This principle applies with most other things. You want to ask your crush for a date? You have to ask at the right time. You want to change jobs or shift in career? Don't make the mistake of leaving your job when everything else you're pursuing are still tentative. It's not yet time. Secure your new job first, ask for a reasonable time for transition, and then you can file for resignation. Everything requires the right timing. But, you know, this goes against much of what modern society tells us today. Everything today is done at an instant. Everything is on demand. People cannot wait. They have to have what they want now, not later. Everything must be done quickly, rapidly, and delivered in a rush. Time is of the essence, they say. Time is gold, that's what you often hear. And so you have to cut down on the time. You need to save time because people don't have time. This is a big problem in society today. We no longer follow the rhythm of the seasons. We're no longer sensitive to the signs of the times. I guess that's the reason why many people today are exhausted and frustrated in what they do. They exert a lot of effort, but they see no fruit from their labor. Because people are expected to produce results regardless of circumstances, even if the timing is off, even if the time is not yet ripe. It is wise to reconsider how we do things and recover the principles of doing things at the right time. This is the advice of one of the wisest people who ever lived, King Solomon, in what he wrote in the book of Ecclesiastes. Consider this passage. For everything there is a season, and a time for every matter under heaven. A time to be born, and a time to die. A time to plant, and a time to pluck up what is planted. A time to kill, and a time to heal. A time to break down, and a time to build up. A time to weep, and a time to laugh. A time to mourn, and a time to dance. A time to cast away stones, and a time to gather stones together. A time to embrace, and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to seek, and a time to lose. A time to keep, and a time to cast away. A time to tear, and a time to sow. A time to keep silence, and a time to speak. A time to love, and a time to hate. A time for war, and a time for peace. King Solomon tells us in this passage that much of life is all about timing. There is a right time for everything. Part of it is the humbling truth that we cannot force anything to happen if it is not yet its time. So learn to be sensitive to the timing of everything in life. It is not wise to force things to happen when it is not yet its time. Katulad ng mangga, maasim kapag hinog sa pilit. And there is wisdom in allowing things to simply unfold at their right time. Lahat ay may tamang panahon. As you learn to discover the right time for everything in life, keep in mind, faith matters too.